Hey, good morning, listeners. It's 5:30 a.m. here in flyover country, and I'm having my coffee. I got this coffee at Aldi. It's cheaper than dirt, and it tastes like dirt. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually really good. I don't know what it is. It's like some pre-ground medium roast German sounding coffee, but it comes in like this black bag with foil on the inside. It's really not too bad when prepared properly, which is 200 degrees plus or minus 5 and squeezed through an AeroPress. So that's what I highly recommend on the coffee, everybody. But listen up. So I was thinking about this concept of, the Bible talks about if you want to find your life, you got to lose it. You got to die to yourself. And I think a lot of the time in the past, I've thought that meant losing your life just meant saying no to things that you shouldn't be doing, or saying no to the things that are bad for you. Like, I shouldn't be doing all this partying, or drinking all this alcohol, or exposing myself to this kind of media, or whatever it is. And so that's saying no to that sort of hurts. And it's like a little mini death when you do that. But then I think that there's another thing we got to die to, and that is our life story to some degree, our victim story more specifically. And so an example for me would be like, I've talked a lot about my marriage on this thing, but I remember a moment in my marriage where it was towards the end. This was probably 2000 and I don't know, maybe 2010 or 11. And we had 3 kids. And my work was demanding, and the marriage wasn't going so hot. And my now ex-wife asked if I wanted to have a 4th kid. And I was just sort of flabbergasted. I was like, no. I mean, it was a hard thing to say. It was a hard thing to say no to, because babies are great, right? And I think I kind of held that against her, because I thought, well, if you knew how difficult this life that we've built for ourselves was for me, you would never ask me that. You would know that was way over the top. Therefore, you don't know me, you don't see me, you don't really care. Now, I don't think that's all true. I think that was a storyline that I created that supported my overall view of myself in the world, which was life is hard, I'm a victim, everybody's piling on, even my wife, who's supposed to love me and see me and know me, I'm too tired for this. That was sort of the storyline. What I really think, though, is that she loves being a mom, wanted another baby, felt like she wanted another kid. Her reasons are her business, even though we were married. And so for me, as I've done a lot of the emotional work to kind of move through my past, it's meant taking a look at many of the main elements of my life story one by one, and reframing them, giving them new meaning, and then ultimately inviting God into those places that hurt, where I say, hey, God, would you please come into that moment in time where I felt really exhausted, unseen, desperate, and disconnected from my partner, and would you come into that spot in my past and change that storyline? And that's the way we lose our life, and that's the way we die to ourself. And I find myself encouraging patients to do this all the time, where they take a look back and dissect, and you can really, it's as if you can change the course of your life trajectory by going into the past. It's like time travel in some weird way. But I think God has this ability to heal us up in the past because of his infinite wisdom and the fact that he doesn't live inside of the same time constraints we do, that there is actually supernatural power there. And so I would invite you to consider that. If there's elements of your story where you're stuck, you can go back and you can reflect on them, and you can consider the ways that you're using that to bolster any form of a victim story that you may have concocted for yourself. You can choose to see it differently, and you can invite God in to heal that spot right there. And give it a try. See what happens. Hey, we'll see you next time. I'm going to give these a try for a little bit and see if they catch on. Feel free to share them and pass them around. Thanks a lot, guys.